bothered about. Maybe he has a wife, the wife noticed that he has not been sleeping. You won't really see a man crying.
Yes.
But you see women,
letting it all out,
putting up on their social media platform, going to visit friends, some even going to some coping mechanism that may be disastrous later, like shopping for what they don't really need. And
or maybe drinking?
Drinking, yes. So all those risky behaviors are more in men. So they go drinking. Some of them may go into other kind of behaviors that may be detrimental to their life. So that man up is why we are saying depression, let's talk. When we talk about it, man will not look at it that it's a manly thing. Let me man up because it's not you.
Okay,
it's
coming
depression.
to this talking now, you said that we shouldn't use the word depression lightly. But is it possible that somebody going through it can actually be the first to sort of suspect that I think something is the matter with me?
Beautiful.
Let me talk to somebody. Yeah. Does it happen?
It happens. That's good insight, understanding that I've changed over time. I've not been sleeping so well. I feel really sad. Things are not moving. I feel clogged up. I feel like I'm in a box. I've no head go. The truth is that when you notice that on time, the treatment is also very easy. You may just need somebody to just talk to.
But if it's not treated, what could happen? What's the worst that can happen?
It can lead to mental anguish. It can lead to so many things. That's why we said people commit suicide, because one of the symptoms is feeling hopeless, worthless, not feeling that everything is an effort, feeling that you've gotten to the end of everything. So the consequences of depression not being managed on time, one of them is suicide. So we need to talk about it. So that
does it sometimes lead to actual physical sickness?
No, the thing is that some physical illnesses can, come in form of people breaking down to have depression, like chronic pain, debilitating illnesses. Maybe end stage, one of those
cancer or something.
Yes, so we can. So we're talking about depression really helping in preventive measures. Also, it encourages help-seeking behavior for people that need it, and it also gives people, family, friends, and colleagues, educating them on the support system. Is one thing to have a support system, is another thing for the support system to know the right way to help you in your pathway to recovery. So it's very good that when we talk about depression, it's holistically, healthy society. We need healthy people, because if we are in recession right now in Nigeria, and we're talking about economic depression, and the individuals that make up the environment are depressed, so how do we ever get out of the economic recession? So we need a healthy and productive individuals that make up the society.
When you talk about the society, it makes it look like it's a very huge task. Is this something that doctors can do by themselves?
No. It needs a lot of coordination and collaboration, very key, in putting preventive measures and policies in place when it comes to medical conditions generally. Coordination and collaboration they are the watchwords. Government can't do it alone. And government we're talking about is not just the federal government, from the local to the state to the national level. And of course, look for non-governmental organizations that are also in tune with that. Like yesterday, the news report released by the regional director of the World Health Organization, it's encouraging a lot of government entities to help bring together things that will promote this depression let's talk thing, so that individuals will be well educated. We all know that when you're trying to put policies in place that it's not so easy, but we are still at the ground level, which is advocacy, public enlightenment, talking about it. So if all of us in this room now we're talking about it, and somebody eventually says, I am depressed, I've been depressed for the past 2-3 years, I'm on antidepressant, you won't see that person in different light, unlike before, you're like, oh, you're depressed, really? That means you're dangerous.
In what ways can the government actually come into this?
Government, by putting, I'm happy yesterday, one of the news that really made me happy yesterday is that the National Nigerian Medical Association is going to work with the National Assembly to ensure that the mental health bill is going to be passed. Yes, we know bills are going to need sponsorship, so we'll work on that as an Association of Psychiatrists of Nigeria, as one of the members, and of course with all my elders there. I know we are going to put things in place and help that. That is one thing that we need to also put in place. The bill being an art, because if it comes into limelight, it's going to help in all these things we're talking about is going to take care of them. The enlightenment, the advocacy, ensuring that they encourage help-seeking behavior, medical treatment for people that are available. Yes, we won't say medical treatment is free or is cheap, but it's a work in progress. We are working. At least if we talk about it and people are encouraged to come for treatment, it's always better. The outcome is always better because that means we are doing more of the preventive measures than waiting for the treatment stage.
Stage. Okay, now let's come to how things are now. When you've had cause to tell a patient you are depressed, what kind of reaction do you get?
Sometimes the patient doesn't even know that there's a problem. Is the relative or the relatives that bring the person that we like, yes, we know there's a problem, we don't really know the name. So yes, some will say, yes, I now know I have this depression. So some will express that, oh, is this a problem? While some will agree, some will not even agree with you. Some have to be forced to even receive this treatment. So it differs on different people and different classes of people we do encounter. We know children too can be depressed, likewise the elderly, and of course it cuts across all races and genders.
How young can a child be to be depressed?
We can have a 10-year-old, we can have less than 10-year-old. The truth is that
less than 10 years old.
The truth is that it doesn't manifest the way it manifests in adulthood.
Okay.
Yes, sometimes one very significant way they can really find that out is maybe from their poor academic performance and their behavioral manifestation. Maybe the child becomes now very rude or throw tantrums, very angry or completely withdrawn.
Okay, but there's that key thing of change.
That behavioral change is very key across all boards. It's very key. It's those behavioral changes that people will even know, or you too will know that there's something wrong with me. Those are the things that we should really actually look out for when you're talking about depression.
Okay, I'd like to talk about the treatment options of depression, what things can be done. But because we are coming on a break now, we'll take those questions after the break.
No problem.
Let's take a short break and come back.